What's up, babes? It's cralisa Victoria back with yet another video. I've been filming video after video after video after video today, so I've probably posted 3 or 4 videos today. Let's see, how many have I posted? I posted a short of Brix's bath time. I posted 1, 2, 3 videos. I'll be posting 5 videos today. All of these are in real time, so I actually take the time to post, edit, upload every time I am making videos. The only time I don't do that is if I plan on doing like a multi-day video or a multi-week video, a vlog, or like I only want to put 2 days or 3 days worth of content in one video. Then of course I'll hold on to the footage, but once I film the footage, I try my hardest to upload it, and if I can't upload it at the moment, I'm uploading it before I go to bed if I can. So that's what's happening. So basically I wanted to talk about like I said, I've posted 2 LOCS videos, a vlog and a short so far today, but this video that I'm going to talk about is when it's time to let your LOCS probably go, sis. Nobody gonna tell you, but I'm about to tell you. So make sure you smash the subscribe button if you're new here. However, let's get into it because I don't want this video to be super long. I just want to lay it out on the table. If you're going to bed at night and you're noticing that your LOCS are falling out because if they're damaged, you should probably start thinking about if it's time to cut your hair or just let it go. If you are constantly bleaching your hair and your hair is feeling like a Brillo pad and there's nothing to restore the moisture, you might want to think about letting go of those LOCS. If your hair is constantly breaking off, experiencing damage, experiencing too much heat, you might want to think about letting them go. And if your LOCS are hanging on by, I don't even want to say a thread, because I think a piece of thread is thicker than a piece of dental floss. So we're going to say if your LOCS are holding on by a piece of dental floss, let them go, okay? It might be time to let them go. I can go on and on about when it might be time to let them go. If your journey is not a journey, you may think about, do I want to let them go? Do I not? If you have like a lot of bad negative energy, things that are happening in your life, not so good seasons and things like that, you might want to let them go. So I'm going to stop listing all the you might want to let them go, but those are just a few little razzle-dazzle statements, okay? Now I do want to say this. Oftentimes, you guys know I had my first set of LOCS for about 2.5, almost 3 years, and then I combed them out. And to this day, I still talk to people about where my LOCS would be had I not combed them out. You know, right now I'd probably be about 12, going on 13 years locked. But, you know, I'm grateful. Even though I would have wanted that length, I'm super grateful that I combed them out, started my energy over, because it was a relief of energy when you actually comb out your LOCS, because you definitely get to start over from scratch. It's like a blank canvas again. You can wash your hair, you can dye your hair, you can cut your hair, you can do whatever. And you could just wash out all that energy. And that energy could be from people, it could be from situations, it could be from life-changing events, circumstances, tragedies, whatever the situation could have been wrapped up in those LOCS. Wash it out and start over. Because I didn't see it as a journey then, it didn't affect me as much as if I were to get rid of my LOCS now, because I do see it as a journey. So for me, it's like I'm practicing healthiness when it comes down to my hair. If I want great results, I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm doing great things to get the results. But also, if, you know, like I would have kept those attachments, that everything that was tied to that first set of LOCS, I wouldn't probably be as happy with my LOCS today as I am now. I'm more grateful for this journey than, let's say I'm more appreciative of this journey than I was appreciative of my LOCS the very first time. Hence, I didn't do what I needed to do for them in those regards. I took care of my hair, but I wasn't as honed in on certain aspects of my LOCS than I am now. And I didn't comb my hair out before because they were damaged. I combed them out because I wanted to return back to loose natural and stuff like that. So it was more things that caused me to comb them out, but it wasn't because I had to, because my hair was damaged. That wasn't the case. But I would definitely say, y'all, I know nobody wants to hear it, but I keep talking about that bleach. Baby, that bleach could be so damaging. I'm not saying that you can't bleach your hair. I'm just saying, okay, well, I can't tell you what to do anyway. I always tell you that. I can't tell you what to do because you're grown. If you're going to bleach your hair, let me just say this. Don't be constantly re-bleaching it every few months, okay? Or every year or whatever. Bleach it your desired color, and then when your roots start growing out, if you don't want an ombre look, then find a box dye that closely resembles the bleach look, and then start to dye your hair that color as maintenance, and eventually your hair will grow, and then it'll all start to probably grow into that color every time you're dyeing it. I don't know, but all I'm gonna say is, if you want to grow long hair, sis, hold off on the bleach. Just hold off on the bleach real quick. Just real quick. I would say get to the length that you feel like if your hair never grew again, you're happy. And then start thinking about bleach. But I can almost assure you, if you're bleaching your hair in the starter lock phase constantly, once you bud and lock in the middle, or you're finding yourself bleaching your hair once your locks mature all the time, you're gonna have to start dealing with brittleness, breakage, you know, stringy locks that are no longer, you know, thick locks, because there's a lot of weak points, and you're gonna have to go through a phase that's gonna cause you to have to reconstruct your hair. You're gonna have to literally nurse it back to life, and that's gonna take a while to get there, whether you have to cut it, whether you have to moisturize it, whether you have to. And why would you want that process to interfere with your growth? Because the two can't happen simultaneously. Your hair is not going to really be taken off the way you need it to be if you're constantly having to cut it or do these certain things because you keep on damaging it. If you damage your hair and you say, okay, I'm going to cut it, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get it, nurse it back to health, and then you go and you re-dye it again and you keep bleaching it and bleaching it, you're basically continuing to just insanity. You're doing the same thing expecting results, but it's all going to result in it just not holding up. And yes, your hair can come out looking nice bleached. Everything that looks good is not always good. So it can look good to the naked eye, but you know that your hair is constantly dry. You know that your hair is falling out behind the camera's lens when nobody's not looking at the camera. You know these things, and instead of having to hide them to deal with them, just don't deal with them. And I know somebody looking at this video like, girl, I'm about to bleach my hair right now. Ain't that you can tell me. And I get it, sis. We all done been there. But if you really want healthy hair, and I feel like I sound like a broken record because I think I say a lot of my tips and I repeat a lot of these points in my videos. But I think it's because you guys have absolutely no idea how many people question me about my hair on either a daily or a weekly basis. Whether they're telling me my hair is pretty, or they're asking me how do I grow long hair that fast within that time frame, and it's like I'm constantly saying the same few things to where it sounds like a broken record / a speech. But it's because I am giving you some vital tips for growth. Trust me. It's one of those situations where people be like, oh, it's easier said than done. It's not easier said than done, because at some point, I used to want my blonde locks back. The sacrifices I've made to not get them back because I want to partake in the growth of my hair. I want my hair to be growing long, so I'm not going to sit here and damage it, then have to go through that roller coaster I just explained to y'all about, having to reconstruct and repair and do all of these things for the damages that your hair has endured. So I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not going to do it. Now, will I ever bleach my hair or dye my hair other than black in my life again? Maybe. You know, yeah, I mean, I'm planning on having my locks for a very long time, so who knows? I can get bored and decide to go and be Miss Goldilocks again like I used to be. I don't know. But for right now, I love black hair, so it doesn't feel like a punishment when my hair is black, because I love some jet black hair. That's a given. However, I don't know, but I can tell you, if I do decide to bleach my hair, it's gonna be when my hair is long enough to where I can afford to bleach it. For example, if I grow my hair down to my butt and my hair's like a little bit longer than my butt, and I bleach my hair and then a little bit falls out at the end, well, I can just cut it. I'll still be at butt length and I'll be still satisfied. So for me, it has to make sense in that regard. My hair has to be bleached at that moment that I feel like my hair is, if it got any shorter, and I would say any shorter by like probably like 5 inches or so, because you got to be knowing that bleach could take your hair out, that I still would be satisfied. That is my philosophy for bleaching. But then again, like I said, weak points and stuff like that in your hair, they're not always guaranteed to be at the ends of your hair. That's where the struggle of possibility could come into play, because you can get a weak point up here on multiple locks, and then what? And then what? You have no idea what you're gonna do. So I think at the end of the day, the best thing to do is just to make it make sense. So I would say that's how you know if you need to cut your hair or not. And if your hair is just simply like, okay, girl, you just overcolored it, it doesn't look damaged, it doesn't, when I say look, I'm saying there's no weak points that you see, there's not really any ends that are about to fall off the edges of your locks, that's something that you may be able to repair. But don't repair and go back to doing the same thing. Don't fix it just to break it again. You know what I mean? They say if it's not fixed, don't break. If it's not fixed, if it's not broken, don't fix it. It's gonna keep being broken once you fix it, if you keep breaking it, okay? So I would definitely say, think about that. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of lock videos this summer, this year, and moving forward. I know that on my channel I talk about everything, beauty, fashion, business, lifestyle, all that stuff. But I realized, because I've been just looking at how can I be more active on my channel. I think I've been really active and consistent actually, but I've been just thinking about which areas, which are my niche. Like I said, some people call it niche, some people call it niche, for my channel. And I know that one of my largest leading categories is my hair. For whatever reason, y'all like to hear about my tips, y'all like to hear about my hair. So I'm making the videos, I'm putting them out there, and we're going from there. So make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm gonna film one more video, non-lock related, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe.